Look what the world's most dangerous tree can do. In this video, you'll find out what the world's most dangerous tree can do. We'll tell you where it grows and explain what you should and shouldn't do when you're near it. Besides, you'll see a number of other incredibly dangerous plants that you should not even be near to. The explosive tree that shoots its seeds. The most poisonous plant on the planet. Pines with 10 kilogram, that's 22-pound pine cones, and other creepy plants in our today's video. Coconut tree. What's a coconut tree doing in this video? This is a beautiful tree, which most of us associate with beaches and holidays. So what's wrong with it? Well, in cartoons, the fall of the coconut on the ad looks harmless, but in real life, it's much worse. Coconut trees kill more than 100 people every year, and that's just the official statistics. A coconut can weigh up to 2 pounds because of the large amount of water inside it, and when falling from the height, it can reach speeds of 85 kilometers per hour, 52 miles per hour. As a result, a coconut achieves an incredible impact force when it hits the ground. In countries where coconut trees grow, governments constantly issue warnings reminding residents to exercise extreme caution in coconut groves. There are many stories on the internet about trees with deadly worms inside them. Many people believe that these particular trees are the most dangerous in the world, but actually, this is far from true. Many of these pictures and stories are fake. There are a lot of trees in the world which are really incredibly dangerous, despite they can't boast creepy worms in the wood. Stay tuned because the most interesting stuff is ahead. You'll see pine trees from which 10 kilogram or 22 pounds cones fall, learn about the most poisonous plant on the planet, and of course, learn about the most dangerous tree in the world and what it's capable of. Let's move on. Cerbera. Cerbera is a poisonous plant that was often used in India as an ingredient in a powerful poison. The poisoning was so imperceptible that the locals nicknamed this tree the perfect killer. I have to say that Cerbera itself and its fruits are poisonous, but seeds are particularly dangerous. Even today, many people dare to eat the fruit of Cerbera, usually on a dare, but the challenge is to spit out all the seeds and not accidentally bite anyone, because they all contain a potent toxin called Cerbera. If ingested, it can slow the heart rate to an extremely low level. Despite its potential dangers, Cerbera can be found almost anywhere in warm countries. Surprisingly, it's especially abundant in resort cities. Dynamite Tree. In the Amazon forest, there grows a tree which name translates as sandbox tree. But what could be so scary about a plant with such a childish name? In fact, the species is known by many other names: possumwood, yibbio, and of course, dynamite tree. Actually, it grows in the tropics, not only in South America, but also in Africa. This tree is easily recognized by its appearance. Its light brown bark is covered with many dark spike-like growths. Because of these spikes, the tree is sometimes called a monkey no climb, but it's not just a matter of sharpness. Each of these growths is actually a time bomb in the truest sense of the word. The growths of the dynamite tree are fruits when they reach maturity. They explode, shooting a sharp seed in any direction at a distance of up to 100 meters, 328 feet. Surprisingly today, the dynamite tree can be found in some places, even within the city limits. Strychnine tree. Strychnine tree is a deciduous tree native to India and to Southeast Asia. The seeds of the fruit of this tree contain strychnine, an alkaloid used to poison rodents. Most of the tragic cases, strychnine trees are responsible for occurring because people simply breathe near these trees. So our advice to you is to hold your breath and get away if you see this plant nearby. In Asian medicine, the attitude to strychnine tree is opposite. Asian people believe that in therapeutic doses, the poison of this tree is able to heal many different diseases, including cancer and cardiovascular diseases. However, professional doctors strongly doubt this because there is no official data on the healing properties of strychnine in science. Bunya Pine. The species of pine is considered one of the most unusual and beautiful in the world. The height of Bunya pines is from 20 to 45 meters or 65 to 147 feet. But if you want to get home safely and tell someone about their beauty, it's better to keep a similar distance and not to walk closer than 40 to 50 meters or 130 to 164 feet. What's so dangerous about this tree? The fact is, these pines are covered with very tough and sharp thorns. Those who dare to walk in a grove of these pines must wear protective clothing to avoid pricks and cuts, but the thorns pale in comparison to this tree's ability to give a good kick to a man's head. During the season, usually from December to March, they can produce dozens of massive cones weighing up to 10 kilograms, 22 pounds each. As you might guess, the cones fall down without warning, and getting hit on the head with a 10-kilogram or 22-pound bomb from a height of 50 meters, 164 feet, is a recipe for disaster, right? Without a doubt, New Zealand is one of the most picturesque countries in the world, but even the most beautiful places have their dangers. Ongaonga. In Maori, it means tree nettle. Ongaonga reaches a height of 5 meters or 16.4 feet and can grow into a huge tree. Like most plants in its family, Ongaonga has tiny, sharp spines on its leaves, which contain formic acid. When a person's skin comes into contact with the leaves of this plant, hundreds of such spines pierce into it. Horrible. Namibian bottle tree. Most of the deadly trees look absolutely normal and similar to trees with edible fruits, but the bottle tree, which grows in Namibia, looks more like a bottle of poisonous grog capable of poisoning any living thing that tastes it. Castor bean. Its parts can be found in many gardens. Not surprisingly, the plant requires almost no care and diseases and pests bypass it. It is enough to plant a seedling in the most prominent place of the garden and watch the growth. The castor bean has been popular since ancient times. The plant is mentioned in ancient Greek and Roman literature, and its seeds have been found in the tombs of the pharaohs. However, the castor bee is a very dangerous garden decoration. It contains a highly poisonous substance called ricin. The lethal dose for an adult starts at 0.3 milligrams per kilogram to 0.2 pounds. You're telling me you made this in the lab? Why not? Manchineel. Life near the Manchineel tree, which is common in Central America, is like Fight Club. There are some very important rules. The first rule of Fight Club is don't eat the fruits. Don't touch the trunk branches or leaves. Don't stand under it or near it, and don't touch your eyes if you happen to be in the vicinity. In a nutshell, if you see this tree somewhere in the woods, you should get away from it immediately. Because the Manchineel tree is recognized by most experts as the most dangerous tree on the planet. For passers-by, the Manchineel is especially dangerous during rains or thunderstorms. Because even mixed with rainwater, the sap of this plant can cause serious burns. The fruit of the Manchineel are not even worth talking about. Eating even one piece will bring a whole heap of trouble you obviously don't need. The ground near the Manchineel is usually full of warning and prohibiting signs, which, however, do not always stop the curious tourists. That's all, guys. Press the like button if you like the video, subscribe, and don't forget to stay notified of upcoming videos. Check out some more of our stuff, and we'll see you later.